Well, my next guest was once a devastated Hillary voter, but the toxic way the left reacted to that loss made him rethink everything. His Facebook video ignited a nationwide movement to reject the left's hatred, violence, and fake news. And now he's preparing to lead a march on Washington in 2020, calling even more Americans to wake up and walk away.
Passivity got us here.
Today, I'm announcing the House of Representatives moving forward with an official impeachment inquiry.
Complacency got us here. Silence got us here.
The world is going to end in 12 years if we don't address climate change.
No more. It's time for the silent majority to become unsilent. Coming in the fall of 2020, WalkAway campaign implores you to take a stand, to come together in unity and fight back against the lies, the division, and the hate with love.
Once upon a time, I was a liberal.
This is our last chance to save America. WalkAway campaign presents the Unsilent Majority March on Washington. Visit unsilentmarch.com.
Please welcome back the founder of the WalkAway movement, Brandon Straka. Brandon, great having you back.
It's great to be back. Thank you. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you. We had such a good time when you first were launching WalkAway. I think may have been your first television appearance from that Facebook post. We were all mesmerized by what you were doing. It was bold and daring. And what I have admired about what you're doing is that it's not about just trying to say, okay, this party versus this party. It's about saying we ought to be able to live in a country where we can disagree without being hateful.
With WalkAway, we don't tell people to leave one party and join another party. We're not telling them to leave groupthink and to walk into another form of groupthink. We're not telling people what to think. We're just saying, please think independently, critically, skeptically, think for yourself. Turn off the fake news. Start thinking for yourself. And it's sad that one of the major political parties in this country, the Democratic Party, has essentially become synonymous with hatred, rage, sometimes violence, vandalism, and divisiveness.
Well, and when you made that transition yourself, I'm sure you had friends that thought you'd lost your mind. How tough has that been?
As I've kind of pushed forward with WalkAway and made that my drive and my ambition to build this movement, I kind of put that out of my mind. And I thought that there's something larger and bigger at stake, which is to grow this movement. But I have to say, I had the distinct pleasure of, for the first time, meeting President Trump a few weeks ago in Florida. And it was the strangest thing. As I was standing there looking at him, and I had this overwhelming sensation, I wish my friends were here. I did.
Really?
Yeah, all of my friends who kind of turned their backs on me, I just thought to myself, I wish they could see this thing that's happening in my life, but unfortunately, politics turned them away from me.
Tell us about what you're planning for next year, because it's going to be a long, frankly, grueling, hostile election year.
We're going to be getting into as many college campuses as we can with the WalkAway Thought Revolution College Campus Tour. We're doing these different minority town halls coast to coast to try to wake up minorities in this country and say, hey, it's time to walk away. And as you just saw, something we're very excited about, the Unsilent Majority March on Washington, October 3rd in D.C. People can go to unsilentmarch.com if they want to get tickets. Come out. Let's show support for this president. Let's show support for America. It's do or die. This election is the most important election of my lifetime. I'm going to do everything that I can to support my president.
Before I let you go, I got to ask you about your presence on college campuses, because there's such an effort to silence free speech.
Yes.
So when you go to the campuses, what kind of reaction you get when you tell them your story?
I don't consider myself a provocateur. That's one thing that I think I do differently. I'm not going on campuses to trigger liberals. That's not my thing. I'm actually trying to unite people, bring people together, open up minds, and create togetherness. That's what I want to do.
You know, I want to tell you, from the first time I saw your video to your coming on the show before, you've just been one of my favorite people. I love your enthusiasm, the joy, and also your convictions, the sincerity. Your authenticity is so very powerful, and it's disarming to people.
Thank you, sir.
Come back often.
I will.
I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Great having you back.
Great to see you.
Thank you. Brandon Straka. Now, if you want to join Brandon Straka in standing up against the left's intolerance at one of his upcoming events, even if you'd like to invite him to speak in your community, visit walkawaycampaign.com. Also, follow him on Facebook and Twitter at Brandon Straka.